people can tell. They really can. People can tell when we don't really genuinely see them. Sometimes we think our automation is so tricky that it's got them fooled. And you can train your AI to know your voice very, very well and have it write your posts or your descriptions or things like that. Um, there's two things that are for sure. And I'll just totally tell on myself, okay, right? You know, um, Usually, almost always, the AI is going to, use much more proper spelling and grammar and punctuation than y'all are writing in your normal, just I shot a friend a real quick message in Facebook, right? I'm not saying that's wrong. In fact, I used to even teach that one of the things that we need more of in society is, um, is typos, basically. I mean, that was the short version of it. Because when you get hung up on the whole concept of letter perfect messaging back and forth in a text or in a private chat, um, let's face it, that isn't real. So, funny story for you. Back in the late 90s, I actually registered the domain name spamme.com. That's right, SPAMME.com. Um, I know, only me, right? I did it on purpose, actually, because I wanted a separate domain that I could sign up for all the crazy stuff and have it then send me all the junk that was going to come from all of that. Because back, especially in those early days of the internet, we learned a ton of stuff from each other and we shared them openly. And I used to really tell people back then, I wouldn't suggest this as a marketing strategy now, but I used to tell people it's like, go through all the spam messages you've got and learn what are they doing right. These days, and what really triggered the first thought of this is, as is the case with all of us when you wake up in the morning, between your texts and your different profiles on social and things like that, you have all these people that are reaching out to you. And it just hit me. It's like, come on. We all know it's AI that's sending this out. All right. I don't have any problem with that. I'm not, standing on either side of the fence, AI good, AI bad, any of that kind of stuff. In some of those systems just need to be automated in order to run them accurately for, where we are right now today, August the 6th, 2026. However, how hard would it be to take 20 or 30 seconds and do a search and know a little bit about who you're reaching out to first before you pitch them a product, good, or service that they're like the pro at? You know, it'd be like sending a message to, and I mean, of course, you would never see it. It would go to, probably a spam folder, but, sending a message to Tony Robbins and saying, Dear Tony, imagine yourself on stage. What would that do for your career? Right? Or sending an email to Oprah. Miss Winfrey, we love what you're doing in the world, and we think that what you have in the world may be perfectly fit to be something that could be the next great television show. And we get these kind of messages, and then we're sitting there going, right, really, okay, come on. You couldn't have taken like 2 seconds to just generically even do the search, like a mass search on LinkedIn for people who have this sort of thing before you send out the message. We're all guilty of it. We send out the automations, and I'm encouraging you. I've even got referrals for you if you need somebody to help you oversee your LinkedIn. Jamie that runs mine does an amazing job, and I recommend her as the absolute guru in that space to anybody that's looking. Absolutely, totally. Um, and she'll be the first one to tell me it's like, man, this really sounded, really, really AI driven. Come on, man, give a little bit of thought here. But I just wonder, how often do you get messages like that too, right? But more importantly, what's one small thing that somebody did to let you know they see you, actually you, that they truly want to connect with you, that it's genuine? There's nothing better than that genuine being seen feeling. Hey, this person really truly wants to connect with me. And I hope today that you do get both. I really am wishing both of these on you. I hope that you get one spammer message that just absolutely makes you fall out of your chair laughing, especially after I've called this out. Now you're going to be totally mindful of it. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally see that. Okay. Just for the good laugh, not because you need that distraction in your life, but you do need a good laugh. And then, secondly, but most importantly, I hope that both you see the sense that I really want to see you today, but that someone genuinely reaches out to you, says, I see you and I appreciate you. You deserve that because what you do in the world is amazing. Keep it up. Don't stop. If you ever need a place that goes beyond what we do here in our few minutes that we spend live every day. Hey, Ray, glad to have you here. My name actually is Steve Kidd, just like my all of my handles on all my socials say. Um, you know, I really would love to be a place for you that you can be seen and you can just genuinely be you. That's not me pitching a service specifically. I just want you to know that both when we go live here and if you need something deeper than that, I absolutely love occupying that space for people. And I really do absolutely appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that you're happy, safe, and you feel warmly loved. And then until we're together again next time, you have a great week.